Hi, I'm with Louise Montalvan.
Montalvan, yes.
And Tuesday?
And Tuesday.
Okay, Tuesday's a new friend of yours?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay. Tuesday, have you ever had a service dog?
No.
Okay, and so you were in the service. What was your position there?
I was in the Army for 17 years. Ultimately, I was a captain in the Army.
Okay, and what brought you to the Army initially?
Well, at 17, I had always felt as a boy that I always felt sort of a warrior ethos and a sense of adventure and a sense of patriotism. And my father side of the family fled from Cuba, so there was sort of an affinity to to appreciation for this country, and so I joined, and the adventure began.
Okay, and during that period of time, what have been some of the things that have happened that you remember that are real positive things in your life?
Oh boy, that's a great question. Truly, I've met people, Americans and people from around the world, who were just amazing, and friendships that have endured, half my life, and continue to, and to have visited places, on 5 continents, and had meals, with people, from South Africa to, to the Czech Republic, to Germany, and, of course in the Middle East, and it's just been, it's really the people that, and the friendships and the relationships that you build that makes the difference.
I guess it's always about the people, right? I mean, would you say that if we were able to maybe speak the same language and sit down with some of the people sometimes we have to actually argue with, but thusly with guns or a different way, probably if we could, non-violently sit down and have a real conversation, probably find out the same problems they have, the same problems we have, maybe we'd end up a hug.
I couldn't agree with you more. Yeah, absolutely. I wish there was that universal translator, and that we did have. I know that there's an interesting movement to establish a U.S. Department of Peace, which would try to do just that, and hopefully policymakers and government officials and the administration will try to think of new ways to build bridges and kind of regain our American stature in the world.
I'm part of that cabinet position. I'm with Dennis Kucinich and Marianne Williamson to try to make that position happen in our government.
I know.
So we've been very involved actually with that.
Excellent.
And done shows on it. And
oh.
Dennis, whatever. I've been very connected to that.
Yeah, I'm happy to.
We're part of the good news. So we've had the good fortune to talk to people about good things, and involved with that positive way to try to deal with our I'm calling them big time misunderstandings.
Boy, it's the understatement of a lot of people's lives, I think.
Yeah, and well, how are you and your dog going to make out? How are you going to fare here? You're going to he's going to be able to help you, or is it he or she?
He. Tuesday. Tuesday is. I have been looking forward to this day ever since I learned of the program. From my priest to my family members and friends, I've been telling them, God, I wish I had a hard time dealing with, the post-traumatic stress issues and the physical issues, and sort of battling the VA and balancing school and a new city where I'm living, and that and being divorced and and dealing with all of the issues from war, it's been, I have really prayed for, you know, a family member, like a best friend, a caregiver, a brother, a son, you know, everything, and he is it, and I'm just, I when he rests his head on mine before we go to bed, I just feel so blessed. I feel so blessed and thankful.
Okay, obviously this means a lot to you, and I want to thank you for all the good things you've done and will do and will continue to do. Obviously, you're a true statesman of the world. That's the sense I got here, and thank you for being that way and with a good heart. And best of luck in the future with whatever you're up to.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You too.
So I just want to say, because since you're the last person that had the honor to get to speak with, I just say it's Paul Slackus, Good News Broadcast. We're at Children's Village, Dobbs Ferry, ECAD, service dogs for some wonderful people, as you could tell, and thank you for watching. And ECAD has a website, and we'll link over to that and make it easier for you to become part of this organization and do some good, and maybe send them a couple bucks and some good thoughts. So thank you very much, and thank you for the good things that you all do as well. Thanks.